Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And welcome inside Rochester High School. We've got the OAA MAC Challenge at a showcase that's seen 4 games already, and we've got the 5th. His name's Reggie Butler. My name's Chad Bush. So glad to have Stoney Creek and Utica Eisenhower tonight from Rochester. Reg, great to have you again. On the high school side, we're used to being on the crew side. Your thoughts on this matchup tonight between these two Division I schools?
Chad, I think we have an exciting matchup. You have 2 experienced teams, great coaches, and they're going to look to really speed the tempo up. They're teams that play a high-octane type of offense, so it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun today.
All right, we're going to talk to both head coaches. We'll have the tip and the starters just around the corner. We're back in just a moment. Thanks for watching the MAC OAA Showcase here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back to the OAA MAC Challenge. We're here with the second-year head coach for Utica Eisenhower, Anthony Muscat.
Sir.
You guys are coming off a big 59-44 win over Ford the other night.
Yep.
This is a nice rebound for your club as you guys get set here today to take on Stoney Creek. Talk about the win and the momentum coming into today.
So the win, so going into this summer, we kind of switched gears, and our emphasis is on defense right now, defensive effort the whole game. You know, when you scrimmage and when you do things, you can't replicate a game. So going into that game, you never know what's going to happen. And they did everything to like a textbook. It was absolutely perfect for probably 30 minutes, 29 minutes. I was totally happy with everything. So.
How do you replicate that tonight and carry that over?
I mean, for them, the way we sell it is this is a team in our district. Stevenson's here, Romeo's here.
Sure.
Everybody's here watching this because we're all in the same district.
Yeah.
We just saw what Rochester did. Who's going to play them for the championship?
It's good to have everybody in one room, right,
correct.
to know what's going on.
And our goal is to send a message really clear.
You've got a nice team, and Nolan Harbison, one of your leaders, along with Randall Rice and the rookie Simon Reggio, a trio. There's many more, but you got to like what you've got. You've got some size. You've got a point guard that's young but a leader.
Yep.
And you got some guys with some long in the tooth to them that have shown their experience already in this young season.
Yeah, so with Nolan, Trey, Randall, those 3 alone I've had for 4 years. Just 2 on JV. Nolan, this is his second in varsity, and he's only a junior. So they're all very familiar with me and my style, and they replicate it now with Simon to a T. This is exactly how we played on JV. It's a very fast offense and a very in-your-face defense the whole time, and I finally feel that we're there. With our personnel to replicate that finally. So.
Thoughts on the matchup against Stoney Creek, a solid team that you'll take on here today?
Well, as far as them, I know they have one very good shooter. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not worried about them right now. If we stick to what we can do, I'm not worried about them.
Keys to victory today?
Run, play fast. Not let them set up in their zone. If we can do that, it should be a fairly good night. If we play to a slower style and let them set up in their zones, if we're not hitting shots, it's going to be a long night. So our goal is to push the pace. If they score, we're down the court before they can set up. Now, we did that the other night. Can we do it again?
We'll find out. That's the beauty of high school basketball.
You never know what you're going to get.
He's Anthony Muscat in his second year, class of '99 of Ike, trying to lead his troops to victory and back-to-back wins here in this early season. Great getting to know you. Thanks for taking the time.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, back with more on the Preps coverage right after this. We're here with Marco Tomich, the first-year head coach from Stoney Creek. He's got the Cougars ready to go in the OAA MAC Challenge. Marco, exciting times for you, I know, as a head coach, and you've got your guys rallied. They get to go against competition from across the league, those guys in the MAC. This is kind of a regional battle, right? I mean, this is an opponent that you could see down the line in the tournament.
In districts, yep, in districts. So district opponent tonight. Excited to kind of get underway, hopefully get a first win of the season today. So.
When you took the job, I know it was something that you were thrilled with, and this is a big point of your career. What have you found to be the most pleasant part of this job early on? I know you're only one game in, but what's the part that you didn't realize would be so fun and enriching, and here it is for you?
Wow, there's so many answers to this one. I'd probably say how coachable the kids are. Like everything we've been giving to them, and trust me, it's been like a lot. Like they've all been receptive, buy-in super high. You know, part of that's just because we're new, but it's the coachability has been the most fun. They're the most coachable group by far I've ever coached.
You've got a fun group as well. Some guys that have really played well already. Just one game, but it was a tough one on the road. I know a loss to Mott. No shame in that. A sound program. What did you learn after that night one loss about your club?
Yeah, Jeff Jason is an incredible coach, one of the best in the state. We had some lapses during the game. We were down 13 at a point, brought back to take the lead, including in the fourth quarter, and then we gave up 24 second chance points in that game, and that's really what our demise was. Super important things that we harped on a lot going into this game, so hopefully this looks better. So. Talk
about your guys, leading scorers, the top players that you expect to perform tonight that we should be ready for.
Yeah, so we have a lot of upperclassmen. I'll first name Quentin Rangi. He's been huge for us. 6'5" guard. Here they go running out now. 6'5" guard above the rim. He plays pass first. He can do everything. He does everything for us. He's been our leading rebounder so far. We've had other big names too. Anthony Arlinghouse has been shooting it really well, especially in preseason. Ernie Backus came in off the bench and ended up being our technical leading scorer, I believe. So that was really good. He's a sophomore. We have Isaac Pipe is starting right now at the center position, standing at around 6'7". He stepped into a role that he was probably not expecting heading into the season. We have a senior big out right now with injury. So he's been stepping up huge. I could name a lot of people, though. Charlie Felton, he's been playing through an injury right now, a partially torn ACL. So we're trying to bring him along slowly, but he's been really playing up to par on the defensive side too. I'll also probably say Joey Miller. Joey Miller is a guard that's starting for us right now. He's been a huge leader for us down the stretch, and Brozy Telagatas as the last one name in our starting group. Running back on the football team. He's our glue guy. He's been doing everything on the defensive end, and he got going offensively in game one, which is a big sign. So,
give me two keys to victory tonight for your club if they're going to win this game and come out of here with a L or with a W.
Yeah. No worries. Boxing out, something I already talked about. I mean, that's just so important. Second chance points, so important for us to not give up in this game. And then just controlling our pace. We want to play fast in transition, but we also want to slow it down when we don't have that advantage. And then just sprinting defensively. Like, our kids know that if they're not sprinting and working hard in what we're doing rotationally, they're out. Like, that's the expectation we've set. We're rolling with it, so we're ready to go.
Marco Tomic, first-year head coach, rising star in the business. His team on display tonight. Thanks for your time as always. We'll see you throughout the year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Back with more on the Preps coverage of Stoney Creek and Utica Eisenhower right after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back, Chad and Reggie with you from the MAC OAA Showcase. Let's get to the starters for tonight's ball game. We'll start first with the Cougars of Stoney Creek. Under the first-year head coach, Marco Tomic, who came over from Royal Oak Shrine as an assistant last year. We'll get more into him. Anthony Arlinghouse at one of the guard spots along with Joey Miller. Brozy Telagatas, the running back of the football team. Quentin Rangi up front along with Isaac Pipus at 6'7". 6'7". On the other side, the starters, for Eisenhower. Let's meet him. Simon Reggio, the freshman, leading the point guard spot. The returner, Randall Rice. And we've got a dunk failed attempt to start this game. How about it? That's Trey Richardson, one of their top players. And he missed the dunk, but an explosive start, Reg.
And we'll be hearing his name all night. He's a track and field guy, too. Very, very athletic.
You see the bunnies already. So no score, tough luck miss on the slam attempt. So here we go. Rosie Talladegis working against Reggio. Down the avenue, swatted from behind. And batted out of there by Harbison.
Yep, nice help side defense.
Sure was. Good activity. Harbison, returning starter from a year ago. Stoney Creek around this 2-3 zone. Left wing three, in and out. No offensive rebound. Rangy swatted again. Harbison 2 swats early. On the run out, Ike, lay in, no. Tip back, no. Third time, no chance for a third. Helter Skelter, no points, but the most active 55 scoreless points I think I've seen in a basketball game ever, Reg.
I was going to say, there's a lot of energy in the building. I mean, guys can't get it together. Everybody's jumping, trying to dunk, blocking shots. It's an exciting start.
There's a lot going on, but very little on the scoreboard. In fact, nothing on the scoreboard yet. That's all right. And now what's going on? There's something on the floor, Reg? What's up here?
Well, even the referees maybe got to get it together to be able to catch up with this.
Yeah, the oxygen tank. As there you see Anthony Muscat in the second year wearing that nice green Christmas sweater. It's
I
that
love
time
it.
of year, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. Holiday spirit.
I was hoping you'd show up in your nice red Santa Claus sweater.
Man, I'm too big. Red, I look like the Kool-Aid man. Green, I look like the Grinch.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the Grinch. My son loves the Grinch more than he loves me, I think. That pass was too wide of Pipus, and it's hard to be wide of Pipus. He's 6'7". I said that again. Reggio, top side. Attack, layup, no. Excuse me, that's Vlasopoulos, not Reggio. My bad. Ball out of bounds, and still no points, Reg, a minute 20 in.
Yep, and that was a travel call. The referee, he felt, he's watching. He's watching. Sometimes you get away with that, like we've seen in the NBA, like Russell Westbrook get away with it, but not here.
Left corner three, no good for Simon. Highly touted player out of St. Lawrence. We still don't have points. He blew the bunny. 3-on-2 developing down the boulevard. Euro step lay-in. Yes! We've got points in Rochester. And it's by way of Trey Richardson, the senior guard.
Is he fast?
Woo.
Oh, my goodness. He's a blur on the court.
Kind of got that nice Rip Hamilton game to him. And you see he's got Rip speed, too. Or speedy like Rip.
Absolutely.
In the post, blocked again. Is that 3 blocks already for the big boy?
Yes, it is. He's having a block party.
Man, I hope we get invited. Left wing 3 again, no good. Batted out of bounds. That one's going to stay here. 2-0 Ike early on in this slugfest on a Saturday in Rochester.
And what you have, I mean, this event is so good. I mean, when you have schools that are close in the same vicinity but in different conferences, there's a lot of energy in the building. You see the student sections are here egging guys on.
Harbison rip drive floater, no good. He went over the back and he got busted for it. That'll go the other way. Yeah, it's a good point. The schools are close in proximity. In fact, they're in the same district. But they're in different conferences and different leagues.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, it's a little different, but it creates a nice rivalry.
It does. I mean, because since you don't get to play them during your conference season, a lot is built up. I'm sure the guys work out at the same places in the summer, so
yeah,
this is their chance to prove it.
And they don't always get a chance to play one another with the scheduling. Fade away in the paint, got it. That's Rangy, who is a bit of a key player in this game. Quentin Rangy, the 6'5" guard. Left wing three, bang! He got it. Vlasopoulos, the blue-collar one. No more to drive, Reg, but how about that step-back triple?
I like it. It only takes somebody to make that first one. Then the lid is off the basket.
The seal is cracked. 5-2, Eisenhower on top. We'll have a substitution in a moment. Left-hand dribble drive into the paint and hot knife through butter. The Cougars got an easy one, and that's Brozy Teledagas. Rip drive, Harbison, count it, and the foul.
Listen, he's athletic. Nice rip through drive. It's several ways you could get to the basket, and what he chose was to attack the closeout. You see there, as the defender was closing out, ripped it right by him, went in, squared his shoulders. That's the important thing. Square your shoulders, sideline to sideline, and go up strong.
It's Reggie Butler, former star from Southfield Lathrop High School and Xavier, where he was a Musketeer. Played 10 years or 11 years professionally. 10 or 11?
10. And the Musketeers beats UC, and any UC fans, yep, you got beat last night at the crosstown shootout.
Topside triple on the way. Congrats for that. My Chippewas are, no, my former Eagles, I should say, won against Cincy too, though.
They did.
So, I mean, you know, right wing three on the way, flat. Got his own rebound. And that's Marino Park. Back right corner, three on the way, Randall Rice, no. Good backs out by Rangy. Marko Tomic taught that.
Yeah, and Harbison, he has to be careful of reaching over the back. He already has one call, and he looks to be a valuable player for the team, so you can't get that second over the back foul.
Reggio the other way, attacks, and that'll be a foul on the floor. But you see the confidence of Reggio as just a freshman coming up the court, attacking. He's really a setup guy first, but look, this guy can do it all.
I watch energy, Chad, and this kid has confidence. You know, I see his made hoop shirt on underwear, but he walks with a certain swag. You can, you know, he's willing to jump into guys, take bumps. He's going to be a good player.
He's got it in the corner, and in the double team, calmly, maturely throws it off the player for a reset.
Yeah. You're not going to rattle him, even though he's a freshman. You see there the double team came, he just made the easiest play. Let me just throw it right off of you. And what that leads to is, imagine the defender next time when he comes. Those hands aren't going to be so high. He's going to be thinking you're going to throw it off of him again.
His brother Phil was the top leading tackler in the MAC a year ago. It's a talented family. We're going to pause, take a timeout. It's a field goal lead and a slugfest on a Saturday in Rochester. Glad you're with us. No place we'd rather be than right here. We're the Prep. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. He's Reggie Butler. My name is Chad Bush. Evan Westfall, your executive producer. And glad to be at Rochester. Special thanks to the administration for allowing us to be here. We appreciate the opportunity. Reg, your thoughts so far, just 11 points into this game.
Energy. That's what I would say. Energy. Neither team is a team that runs a lot of sets. You know, talking to both coaches, they like free-moving offenses, a lot of flow, allow their players to attack what they feel, read, and react. And so we see that there. That's why it's so much energy to this. It's such a high-paced game.
Eisenhower to trigger, and it's Rice, and lobs it in. It's stolen away. Rangy swiped it 3-on-2 the other way. The attack, and I think it'll be two shots coming for Anthony Arlinghouse, the junior guard. And here's another look at it, Rich.
Yep, and good job by Stoney Creek of passing the ball ahead and Rangy getting that steal. You know, you got to brace yourself for that bump. I don't think it was a flagrant or anything. Nice hard bump without taking a guy out. So step to the line and make the free throws.
At the free throw line is Anthony Arlinghouse. And he's one of their better players, probably their best shooter, a very unselfish player that really prospered in the offseason, made a big leap. And he knocks down a couple with a clock frozen. 3:30 to go in the first, 1-point game. Eisenhower by 1, right corner 3, no good. Off the mark for Park. And there's that second chance opportunity, but not a third. Attack the other way, fouled going up. On the fast break, it's Arlinghouse. He'll get 2 shots.
I'll tell you what, Stoney Creek really pushes the ball via the pass. You see a bunch of pass aheads. It looks like same thing as the last play. So it's always easier. My college coach used to always say, the ball moves faster than the man. You pass it ahead, it moves faster than somebody can run.
Facts. Substitution. Rosie Teledegas is back in, returns to the lineup. Ernie Backus will check in. Backus, the sophomore guard at 6'2", very promising player. Tomich spoke very highly of. His father, Chris Backus, played with Chris Webber on that Detroit Country Day state title team. Fashawn Leonard, well, they were on the Super Friends together also.
AAU, I mean, that was, the glory days of Michigan. I mean, you had strong high school sports, and then also the AAU-wise. Those guys used to go to national tournaments and win everything.
Absolutely. Stoney Creek around the horn, trying to get things going. They went 6-0 in the D-zone shootout at Livonia Franklin in the summer, and Marco Tomich's first competition was able to see his team. Rip drive off the glass and good. That's a fine move from the running back in football season, Rosie Teledegas.
We almost had a steal there.
Lob, Harbison missed it, and we'll stay here. Down on the floor was Marino Park, or excuse me, Quentin Rangy. And Rangy's like, wait a minute, he landed on me. How are they getting the ball back?
Yeah, and Harbison said, I should have been allowed to land.
Exactly, give me my space. John Walters in the corner, fine entry pass, low, better catch by Harbison. Rangy all over him, pull up long corner, Jay, no. Big boy box out by Charlie Felton. No second chance opportunity there, Reg.
Great point, great fundamental box out.
How about Rangy with a little spin twirl, washing the clothes on a Saturday night? Quentin Rangy.
I'll tell you what's a good matchup. This Rangy and Harbison matchup.
Yeah.
2 athletic guys. They're not really centers, but they're playing big for their team, coming up doing athletic things as well.
Yep. And we didn't know what we would get, more a guard-dominant game or a forward-dominant game. But, yeah, it's been the forwards early exploding with blocks and electrifying rim protection.
Well, if you think of it, they're forwards, not centers, but they play like guards.
Yeah.
You know, the way they move, they're
You're
fluid. Right. They just happen to be the tallest player on their team, so you might see them closer to the basket more than another player. But these guys are fluid.
Good point. KJ Schuster is checked in, the senior center at 6'4". Attacking him immediately is Trey Richardson. He missed it.
Going too fast, but it works, but you just got to be able to slow down at the end.
Too much acceleration, too high of a jump. 3 no good. That's from Arlinghouse. And we've got a foul off the ball, a push, and that's going to go back the other way. 12-7, the Cougars on top of the Eagles. 1:17 to go in the first. Stoney Creek 0-1 on the year. They lost to Waterford Mott. Topside triple attempt, Trey Richardson, no.
And that's a good play to be able to, when you drew the defense down to the baseline and he was able to pass it up top. Richardson just couldn't make it.
The crossover by Backus was filthy, but the block from Harbison matches his jersey number. That's number 4, Reg. And another look at the Backus rip through. This is a talented sophomore.
It is. It is. It's a great move. And you know what, Chad? A play like that, I think you let it play on.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little bit of body contact, but he's already proven he can block shots. He's blocked 3 of them so far. And you saw all ball. I think you let that body go. You know, Backus, who's a really, you know, up-and-coming player, he'll get by it. He can get the rebound and put it back in. But I like for referees to allow players to make plays.
I do too. Backus was the leading scorer in the first game. Gets his own miss. Was fouled going down, perhaps no call. Meanwhile, a fine twirl, but that was illegal by Randall Rice.
See, and man, these guys are going fast. they are going fast. They're getting the ball. Oh yeah, that was it right
up his
there.
dribble.
Yep. Well, that's what pressure will do.
Yep.
Pressure will make you, you know, a little bit uncomfortable.
It is a unique defense with pressure that Marko Tomic said he was bringing to this league that they have not really seen. Traps, speed them up, get the opponent to rush a shot, throw them off. Missed shot there, and Reggio the other way. Excuse me, that's Marino Park. "20 seconds left in this quarter. Cougars by 6. Reggio with a show and go. Dup under. Fine dish down low. Swatted away by Rangy. Yeah. Jumper, no rebound. Michael Vetriano.
And that was a lot of pressure on that defense. There were no open looks.
No, sir. Down low. Post move at the horn. No good for KJ Schuster. And that's all for the first quarter. So, action-packed, low scoring, but a fun one here in Rochester. More to come. Thanks for watching. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Early scorers, Talladegas with 4, Arlinghouse with 4, and Rangy with 4. That's the Stoney Creek points. They had 1 free throw from Backus so far. He'll get another. Or no, he won't. He already shot that. 2 points for Richardson, for Ike, 3 for Valapoussis, 2 for Harbison. And that's where we sit right now, Reg, 13-7 as we start the second.
Yep, an exciting game.
A little bit of a zone for Ike. Rip drive. Backus laying good. That's Ernie Backus. And he looked pretty quick on that baseline runner, Reg.
I'll tell you what, I like that. The way he attacked that closeout. To me, that's the best way to attack.
3 ball from Reggio in the corner. Splash City for number 1.
I feel we might have 4 years of saying that kid's name a lot.
Just the beginning. Mismatch size down low, and we'll get a whistle and a 3-second call. Reggio was trying to hang in there, and Stoney Creek saw Schuster just a little too late as we get another look at the Simon Reggio corner tray.
He's poised, Chad.
Cuts it to a 5-point game. Reggio back out to Richardson. Trey's got Elma offer for track and hoops. Turnover. 1 good turnover deserves another. Throw out to Reggio. Walk-in layup is good. He's got 5, and he's cut this thing himself. Back to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, good job. That was a heck of a steal down there.
That's what started it. Round the horn. Show and go attack in the paint. And a whistle and a foul, and that is number 3 on Harbison. 3 fouls, 4 blocks. What a line, Reg, with 6:38 to go in the second as we get another look here.
Yeah, and man, he has 2 tough ones in a row that were called. I mean, you kind of neutralize. Referees do a great job, but you kind of neutralize the big guys. It's almost like you're picking on the big guys when you're calling those ticky-tacks against them, or when they get a lot of ball up top and it's just a slight bump with the body.
Yeah, no doubt. Vetriano gets the free throws and then gets out of dodge. Into the game comes Anthony Arlinghouse back in, along with Brosy Teledegas, Backus, Rangy, and Joey Miller. Some pressure for Stoney Creek. Reg, what do you think of this pressure?
Yeah, I think it's good pressure. What it does is it slows you down. It makes you think.
It does give an open 3, but it's missed and off the mark for Antonios Vlasopoulos.
Well, that's almost the 3 you want them to take.
Back the other way, that's Rangy, and it extends the lead to 7 for the Cougars. He's got 6 to lead the way.
Yep. And when I say the 3 you want him to take, it's not necessarily the person like he's a bad shooter. It's just rushed. You know, after being pressured so long, that's your first sign of daylight. You just shoot it. You know, so it's more like that. The press does a good job of making you make bad decisions.
Dump pass, right block, fresh feed, and it's Harbison who's going to try to eat at the free throw line as he's fouled at the rim.
I know Harbison's thinking, hey, you got to call that one because you got a couple bumps on me. And that, in my opinion, that's good defense.
Yeah.
You know, the defender, he might have been moving a little forward. But overall, I like contact's okay to me. Legal contact is okay to me.
Let me ask you a question. Do they call different leagues in this state differently?
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah?
think so. I mean, think about it. Imagine that it be called in the PSL.
It wouldn't happen, right?
No, it wouldn't. Or you know, the Catholic League or whatnot, you might have different. And these are good referees. I mean, Herschel.
Sure, but
over
they
there,
just know they know it. You got to call it differently
yeah,
here, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and these are very veteran referees. Good, like Herschel. You know, he's been doing high-level NBA St. Cecilia games.
Sure.
You know, for years, and so it's not that, but it's just kind of sometimes the energy of the game or the conference dictates how this game is going to be reffed.
Quentin Rangy's been the guy. He's an all-stater in tennis as well. Very athletic. He leads the way with 8. On the run the other way, drawing contact. That's foul number 4 for Harbison. And he's 1 foul away from getting out of this game before the half is even over.
Now that one, he has to know what he's dealing with. Okay, I've had your back a little bit, Harbison, on just some of the slight bumps. But that one, you got to understand how they've been calling it. You know, that's not.
I mean, that's a whack.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's and that comes along with being a, you know, a mentally strong player or whatnot. He's a very tough player. So you just understand. Eventually, we're going to stop talking about how they're reffing. We're going to talk about how you're adjusting.
Yeah, good point. Free throw up and good. The lead is as large as it's been. It's 8. This is Anthony Arlinghouse. Guy that's really improved in his vertical jump. Talked about some of the equipment that Stoney Creek has and advantages, and he's really taken advantages of some of their technology in the offseason.
Yeah, coaches, I mean, Stoney Creek, they've done a lot of investing into the program, and he mentioned how many Vertimax machines, shooting guns they have. So these guys, he said he has a hard-working group.
As Reggio again rescuing himself in that corner as we get another ticky-tack call on the perimeter, and that's going to go on Randall Rice, who was a point guard last year, but now with Reggio, they moved him over as you get another look at the foul.
Yep, and he does have the feel more of a combo guard, per se, because he's so explosive. You might not want him always bringing the ball up and passing. You need him to score, too.
Reggio again from the corner. The kid leading the way with 8 points, and he's cut the lead back to 6. Drive rip. Charlie Felton bailed out at the rim. Not saying he didn't get him, but Reg, he was in no man's land.
Yeah, we got to watch it again. I mean, so he made a good decision. He had the open 3 on the throw-ahead pass, but he said, nope, I'm not going to settle. So I think there was some contact there. Yep, that made him.
Yep, no doubt.
That spun him around a little bit, but we talked about the Eisenhower guards, like how Randall Rice was point guard last year. He's moved over to shooting guard. But look at the luxury. Who passed to who that play? I think Rice passed to Riccio. So, you know, basketball it can be inverted.
That's
Nobody's a specific position all game.
Picked off. Brosy Teledegas lost it. Well, he's a guy that's used to running the ball, not intercepting it, but that time he knew what to do with the pick. And here's another look at what happened here. Ooh, okay.
Yep. I mean, he stopped and waited on him. He could feel his pressure coming from behind this, so he stopped and waited. And Rice, he had every intention of going to pin that off the backboard. And so good thing he got up. He's a tough kid.
Yes, sir. Played football this past year for the first time and played quite well as a wide receiver. But give him credit for going out for a new sport, senior year, and, you know, that takes a lot of courage.
Oh, you know what, Chad? That's so great that you said that, because he's jumped up for a pass and fell down before. Like, that might have really put another kid out, but he's learned how to fall. That's why multi-sports, you know, high school is just the best, man, and youth sports in general. Play a little bit of everything when you get a chance. You learn how to take a bump. You learn how to kick a ball. You learn how to shoot a basketball. Play with teammates, man. Be versatile. Right. You'll never get this time back in your life. That's why I love, you know, the opportunity to work this high school game.
No doubt, man. Well said. Quentin Rangy's been the guy. 6 points to lead the way. Another rejection for Eisenhower. Their 6th of the game. Trey Richardson getting up and getting with it. And a foul on the five-second call.
Great defense.
Sure was. The great defense came by way of Marino Park, and here's another look at it. The rejection of Rangy by way of Richardson.
Ooh, geez. I wonder how high he was up on that one.
Man. Ike breaks the press, and a foul after what looked to be a turnover coming. And we'll take another look at that one.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to knife through there, and they closed in. But when they closed in, it wasn't with their feet, it was with their hands. So you see that, yeah.
Sure.
See a reach in. Referees are pretty much going to always call that one.
Vetrano, the guilty party. Reggio again. Pass down to the block, lay in good. Trey Richardson on the missed 3, and they'll put that as an assist in the book.
Yep, but when you got the athletic with Trey Richardson hanging around the rim, he could clean that up.
Clutch play by Richardson. Really crafty at the rim, good finisher. Power layup left side by Brosy Teledegas, and he'll go to the free throw line again.
I like that. I like that. Legal physicality. I like it. He took him in there, bumped him, went up.
Recovering from an ankle injury, playing through it. But a guy that's not afraid to attack the rim, and I mean, you know,
no, he's not.
What is he, 5'11"? Yeah, listed at 5'11". A lot of guts out of him. Attacks the rim and goes all at it defensively, too.
Yeah, sometimes it's heart over height.
That's it. It's been a rough night to the free throw line for Stoney Creek. Ike trying to take advantage, down 7. The feed to the corner, and it's knocked out of bounds. Vlasipoussis was trying to find Marino Park, the senior guard.
And Vlasipoussis might got to throw that 1 or 2 dribbles earlier, because, you know, these teams are too good. They're not going to let you dribble to a guy, then pass it to him.
No doubt. Busy times for Ike. They played Ford on Thursday, of course, Stoney Creek today, Anchor Bay on Wednesday. They play on Wednesday, Friday, and again on Saturday. Missed 3 ball from Marino Park. Somebody might have opened the door in the gym. Tough bounce pass in a telephone booth, and somehow Ike will keep it and stay clean. It's a foul that's going to go on Isaac Pipus, the 6'7" junior center.
Hey, and you know what, Chad? So Randall Rice, that's a lesson there. Like, grabbed the ball. Him grabbing the ball really allowed that foul to be called.
That's a steal, and it's also a travel. Both things can be true. It's a good play with a bad result.
Yep.
Rip drive, another foul, and that's Michael Vetriano. And they would have even called that in the PSL.
So what we're seeing, Stoney Creek, is within this trap. You see there, they're leaning in with their hands. You got to move your feet over. When you're reaching in with your hands, the referee's going to call it. It is a foul. So, they're very aggressive. They have a great trap, but you got to just move your feet. Like, play basketball with your feet.
Randall Rice, the senior guard, third-team All-MAC last year. 6'1", 195. Very gifted offensively. Again, working through playing the two guard. It's an adjustment. He was the point guard last year, but 15 points a game a year ago. Top returning scorer. Slow start scoring in this one, but he's made his mark in other ways and other plays, Reg.
Yep, he's an impact guy. He's going to find a way to impact the game.
Couple big free throws there. Corner kick, Quinton for three, air biscuit. We've seen 3 straight air balls in this building, and you can't tell me that there's not a door open somewhere all of a sudden. Come on, man, there's got to be a gust.
Well, it's winter, man, but no, what I really think it is the pressure. Like, when guys get a speck of daylight, they're just letting it fly because there's so much pressure being here. There's so much trapping. It's like, oh, I'm open. Let me just throw it up there. Yeah. They got to take a deep breath, find their legs. These are shots these kids have made before.
Park, who comes off the pine, has some high minutes tonight, knocks down the first, cuts it to 4. Ike could cut it to 3. This would be as close as they've been since the opening quarter, or excuse me, the opening minutes of the first quarter.
That's why the game is 32 minutes. It's about perseverance, being able to not get too high, too low when you're up or down.
That's it. Anthony Muscat in his second year. Across the way in his Christmas sweater in green. Marko Tomic in his first year.
Two really good coaches, man, and they're really looking to take these programs to the next level. You see, even as you see their energy on the bench, it might be different, but they're giving their players 5s when they're coming out. They're very encouraging coaches.
And Marko Tomic told us that's part of their culture. You asked him, what's your culture? That was a big part of it, Reg. And what he said is, everybody has to get up, everybody has to root, that's what we do. And that helps you win games, right?
It does. It's a positive experience because there's so many ways to think negative about something that was just done. But, if you hear some positive things, and it doesn't mean sugarcoat everything. It doesn't mean don't hold anybody accountable. But what's the bright side? Because the next play is going to happen.
That's it. No good. Quinton Rangy is good. And he's going to get a little gravy on top of the mashed potatoes tonight.
Yeah, great job offensive rebounding. So like Rangy right there, you see it came off the rim. So again, forwards playing big. Fluid forwards playing big. Great rebound and great putback.
All-state in tennis. Quinton Rangy now with 10, looking for 11, and looking to grow this lead back to 6.
Great, another multi-sport guy.
Missed free throw, and that's been a problem. Reggio fouled in the backcourt, no call. And there is a call here, and that's going to get the Eisenhower bench a little bit upset. Anthony Muscat saying, what's going on?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's like, there was a bump down there earlier, but what's going on with that?
They just teed up Anthony Muscat. Here's a look at Reggio. A clear foul.
Yeah.
Refs missed it. Charlie Felton. And then the foul the other way. And Anthony's going to get a technical. And this is really not in his demeanor.
Yeah, and you know what? Even if he said something that the referee thought was disrespectful, it still wasn't loud per se. You didn't see his hands flailing. He kind of had his palms up. Somebody has their palms up there. saying something with reason, or like, what is this, you know, and but I guess they were tired of hearing it.
So it comes at an opportunity where Stoney Creek had just extended the lead and missed the free throw for the second free throw, and now they get a chance to come back and get a freebie. Joey Miller, line left, and some might say the ball don't lie.
Yep, the good old Rasheed Wallace saying.
Don't forget, next Saturday, we will have coverage of the Prep Classic, first annual. And this Utica Eisenhower team will take on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. State title team from a couple years ago. A bit different of a team this year. Not quite at that level, but that should be a fun one. And then our starter game is Orchard Lake St. Mary's girls taking on Bloomfield Hills. And then the nightcapper is East Kentwood, as they will take on Detroit Renaissance.
Exciting matchups all day. Be sure to come out.
Yep. It'll be at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. First game at 3. Second game at 5. Last game at 7. Backus for 3, left wing. Rim off, no. Fight for the rebound, and Eisenhower has it on the run. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a foul. I thought it was a kicked ball. Refs might have helped Eisenhower a little here, but here's another look at it, Reg. Oh, yeah, slap around.
Yep, the reach around, they'll get you every time.
Yep. So, it's all evening out. Trey Richardson, 100 meters and track is one of his great events. He's got a visit. He had a visit last week at Northwood. He's getting Division II interest. He has Division III offers in track and in hoops at Elma. Splits the pair, 80 seconds left in the first half. Stoney Creek by 6. Arlinghouse rips and drives, and it's an 8-point lead. The Cougars have matched their largest.
He found a crack in the seam.
Reggio breaks the press, kicks it left wing. 3 no good for Marino Park. No time to waste. Shot up, shot blocked. Put back no good. Ball loose on the deck. And Stoney Creek will look to kick to the corner for 3. Another air ball from distance. But an offensive rebound by Arlinghouse. And Marco Tomic says, let's talk this over and stop this train where it's at.
Yeah, it's it was a lot going on. A few air balls within the play, and he said, you got it, hit the nail on the head. Let's just stop this, see where it's at, and let's get something good.
But it's a chance for Stoney Creek to get another possession in this half and in this set. And it's been, we talked about the challenge for Stoney Creek and Marco Tomic of getting the offensive rebounds and not allowing second chance points. As you see, Marco Tomic in his first year came over from Royal Oak Shrines and was a varsity assistant JV coach last year. Coached the CYO program for the last 6 years. Coached at St. Anne's. He ran an AAU program as well. De La Salle grad, 2020. And so he's got a little John Jokic in him. He's got some of that. You see in some of the defense. Oakland U grad, works for the family company. He's a good man and a rising star in this coaching business. And he's got his team up 8 with 30 seconds left, Reg. What do you want to see here?
Yep, so you want to see, honestly, they get the last shot. You don't want to give the other team a possession. And what you're going to do is, in my opinion, what's working, you see them in man. I move the ball and attack a closeout like that.
Backus with a contested 3 at the top of the circle. No. Ike comes out clean. Throw out left side. On the run. Shot up and a foul. Vlasopoulos earns the right for Ike to cut this thing to 6 after the Cougars could have ran the clock down.
That's why you get the last shot. I mean, because the shot you took wasn't a great one. They just happened to overplay it. You got to have patience. I'm sure Coach didn't say, hey, take the first good look we get. He probably, told him to take the last shot. And that was just a mental error right there.
17 wins for Stoney Creek their last 3 years. This is a rebuilding job for Marko Tomic. And he's looking to get his team level at 1-1 on the year. Splits the pair, 2 seconds left at the horn. Long corner shot, no, and that's how it ends. A 7-point lead for Stoney Creek as they go to the break in efforts to try to get that record even at 1-1. Reg and I will break down the first half. We'll have some stats and highlights and much, much more. Thanks for watching the Preps coverage of the OAA MAC Showcase. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002. Visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Welcome back to Rochester High School. We've got the MAC and the OAA Challenge. Chad and Reggie with you. Some of the highlights of this first half. The step through there, as you see, a little back and forth. It was a slow start, Reg, but these two teams, you mentioned it several times, they played with energy. And that guy right there, Bacchus, was a problem in the first half at times as well. This was a half at which Reggio shined, and 8 points leads the way for Ike, and that man right there, Rangy, leads the way with 11 points for Stoney Creek.
Yeah, Rangy was good all day. He was able to finish around the basket, made smart decisions, and this has been a high-energy game. I mean, both these teams, they like to run, they like to have free-flowing offenses.
You bet. Arlinghouse with 8. We mentioned the 11 from Rangy. 6 for Talladegas, 2 points for Vetriano, and 3 points for Bacchus in this game. 1 point for Miller. 8 points for Reggio leads the way for Ike. 5 for Richardson, 4 for Harbison, and 2 for Rice and Park. I mean, Eisenhower really has yet to get their top scorers going. There's foul trouble to talk about, Reg. Harbison has 4 fouls. He has 4 points. He has 4 blocks. He wears number 4. I can't make that up. I mean, are the 4s wild or what?
Right. You know, Jay-Z had an album 444, I think it was.
Did he? All right, well, something's lining up here. But in all seriousness, I mean, Eisenhower needs Harbison to stay on the floor. How do they do that with the way he plays in the second half?
Well, I mean, he can without slapping down. You know, you could play strong, just don't slap down. He got a cheap one or two. I get that, but some were earned. So it's on him. You know, this is a big chance for maturity of his own game.
No doubt. So Harbison, we mentioned a big impact, but foul trouble. 8 rebounds as well for Rangy to go with those 11 points. Well on his way to a double-double for Stoney Creek's top player, doing what he does. 3 fouls for Stoney Creek's Michael Vetriano, and 3 fouls for Anthony Arlinghouse. So there's foul trouble both ways, but obviously Harbison, one of those guys that has been a little better than the rest this season. We'll take a timeout. We'll come right back to Rochester for the start of the second half. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
1 0 All right, we're ready to start the second half. Reg, give me some keys for both teams, what you'd like to see. They're going to get things done.
Limit the turnovers. Stay out of foul trouble if you're Harbison.
That's it. It's a good start. Harbison has it in the corner, double teamed. Around the horn against this zone. Reggio for three. Splash City.
Yeah, I like that. They moved the ball, and then they were able to get a clean shot, not a rushed shot.
His third of the game. He had 2 in the first half. Right wing three, no good, and it gets this game back to 4. Ike has never led in this one, except the first opening couple minutes. They had a brief lead. Stoney Creek the other way, left to right. Rangy. Against the zone, they find the soft part. Missed shot, Harbison walled up beautifully, and they get a stop.
That's maturity. You don't have to block everything. You know, you've already blocked a couple. Just put your hands up.
Mid-post pass, Banker no good, tip back, Harbison no. And Stoney comes out clean with rim protection. And Marko Tomic called timeout right about the time that there was a turnover. And wasn't quite quick enough.
Yeah, and that was just spur of the moment. I mean, so right there he saw it, and yeah.
It was like running backwards. It looked awkward. It looked like a travel.
Right.
If it wasn't, he might be Michael Jackson reincarnated.
Like in the Lions game a couple weeks ago, where they Green Bay's coach called timeout right before.
Yep, that's it. From the elbow to the top, the three no good. Second chance opportunity, tapped out to Reggio. Right wing three. Airmailed from the right wing.
The door's still open.
It is still open. Oh, man. Couple minutes into the second half. Glad you're with us. From Rochester High School, the final game of this OAA MAC Challenge. Short shot inside. Rangy's done it again. Give him 13, and it bumps that lead back up to 6 with 6 to go in the third.
If you're Rangy, you do that for the rest of the game. Why? Because Harbison has 4 fouls. You know, he wasn't rushed. He took his time. Make him foul you, or he'll let you have it.
No doubt. Corner Reggio again. No, he didn't. The Don, the rookie.
Listen, this kid is special.
Travel down low, late call, but the right call. And Ike has cut it in half, and Reggio is ripping the nets in Rochester.
Yeah, great pass. And, oh, man, so we've seen him hit a few threes in corners, and he does a great job of staying spaced out, staying patient, and he has a quick release.
Back with more right after these.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
That's the story right there, the freshman. 4 of 5 in this game from distance for Reggio, and it's got this team back to 3. Can he do it again? He won't get a chance. It's a walk-in layup, and they've cut it to 1, has Ike, but it might have come at a cost as Randall Rice is limping back, Reg.
Yeah, I saw that. You know, he took the hard spill earlier, but even though he was able to walk in there, you see him limping.
So a run out of the gate. Rangy to the hole, and he lays it in with that left hand ever so smooth.
Every time, if I'm Rangy, I'm going to the basket.
all state in tennis this past year, finished in the top 3 or 4. And Reg, I don't know, you're going to answer this much better than anybody else. Does tennis and basketball have any kind of correlation where those two skill sets come together?
Absolutely, reaction time. So think about, we talked about like moving your feet as far as reaching in. Think of how you would slide laterally or step over for tennis.
Yeah.
It's absolutely agility and just sports. Sports in general. One sport translates to the next.
Good point. Right wing 3 in front of his own bench is off the mark. Smooth looking shot from Brosey. No good. How about the Harbison laying athletic and lifted? It's back to a 1-point game. In fact, the Eagles have now taken the lead.
He's so important to this team. He has to stay on the floor.
An 8-0 run. Shot up good. A much-needed bucket. That's Charlie Felton, the guy who partially tore his MCL. He's the kicker on the football team and a soccer guy. And a big bucket there to stop that run and regain the lead.
And, we heard such a great story about Felton where he just told Coach, hey, Coach, I just want to be a part of this team. I might not be playing at the next level. And because Coach cares about him. So he's like, hey, if your leg's not 100, you got a long life ahead of you. He said, Coach, I'm not playing ball in college. Let me have this year with my teammates. I mean, if there's not a better story than that.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Guy that was saying, look, just let me do it. If I get injured, so what? This is it for me. And Reg, that is the attack. And Eisenhower starting to get that offense rolling.
Mm-hmm. You got to knock down these free throws, though, man. Free throws are so important. They increase leads or cut leads.
Yeah.
It's free. The coach of mine used to say, there's nothing else you'll get free in life but a free throw. Take advantage of it.
Missed just a couple in the first half, but a couple misses here, and we sit at a full possession lead for the Cougars. Backus is in the game. Ernie Backus, 6'2" sophomore, to Rangy, running that baseline, laying it in. Hot knife through butter. Rangy on tilt. Give him 17.
Yeah, every time. I don't know how much I'm going to say that.
Back the other way. Watch out. Randall Rice is feeling nice. And the third-team All-Macker from a year ago gets a tough 2 here and the harm.
Euro stepping on through there. Good job by Rice of being agile and finishing.
And he can't complete. It's been 3 or 4 straight misses for Ike at the stripe. Both teams have had their troubles at the free throw line.
And look at the score. I mean, free throws. The last 3 free throws could have had a tie game.
Dish to the top side, and we got a whistle and a foul. Presley Unin has checked in, the 6'6" junior.
So both teams are going into their bench. You're starting to see players, they want to start getting guys rest to be able to finish the game strong.
Yes, sir.
A unique zone here.
Unique indeed. It forces a turnover. The ball pressure coming from Richardson was too much. And it's turned over. Kick out topside. Ike trying to cut it to 1. Missed, tapped out, and that's going the other way.
Yep, and just an unfortunate miss because he got to where he wanted to get to, but didn't finish the play.
No, sir.
And you know what, Chad, it's usually at points of a game like this where one team starts to really put their foot on the gas and go another way, and I think the coaches feel it. That's why we're getting a timeout here. It's a pivotal point where you get a chance to go ahead.
Back with more from Rochester. Thanks for hanging on a Saturday night.
covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Well, Stoney Creek moved up to the OAA Red this year. 0-1 right now, trying to get nice tonight and get back to 500. Meanwhile, Eisenhower enjoying their win back on Thursday against Utica Ford, 59-44. And Eisenhower lost, Stoney lost on the road by 10 to Waterford Mott, a talented team out of the OAA. Or actually the Lakes Valley Conference, I believe, for another year. Left wing 3, air ball again. Might have grazed the front of the rim, but
when you get an opportunity, you got to step in and shoot it with confidence.
19 points now for Rangy to lead the way for Stoney Creek. And Reggio leads the way right now with 13 points. Near steal, getting out of it, getting loose. Pull up free throw, got it. How about Trey Richardson to cut this thing to 1?
Yeah, and Stoney Creek, they want the travel there. They thought Rice jumped up and down with the ball.
Backus the other way for 3, no good. 5-on-4, Harbison leading the way. Missed the shot and ripped away. And what do we have here?
Got a foul called. Thought it was a jump ball, but they called a foul.
They're going to get the foul on number 10. That's Joey Miller. We'll see if we can get another look at what happened.
So you had Harbison who went up strong, and when he missed, let's see here on the rebound. They're saying one play. Oh, well, he had it. He did have his left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layup Richardson was short. Run out, throw out, step through, Euro, Brosey, no. Fouled going back at it. Uncanny, this Brosey Teledegas from short range at 5'11". Finds a way, Reg, to get loose down low.
Yeah, we've seen him do some, uncanny is the right word, the way he was bumping players earlier, and then just that Euro step. I mean, he's a tough competitor.
This free throws again. We have not seen a lot of the 6'7" Isaac Pipus, a guy that we thought would be a big part of game today. But look, Stoney Creek has the lead by 2. And we'll keep it here. Chad Bush, Reggie Butler with you. The OAA MAC Challenge. And there's Anthony Muscat in his second year, 99 grad, was the JV coach before taking the job last year, so he had time with these seniors and knows them well. Oakland U grad, just like Marco Tomic, and owns a foundation repair company. A&M Basement Waterproofing. All right, go see him. I think I might have to go see him soon. 3 kids, wife at home, 2 crazy dogs, always running around. And he's running around in a bright green Christmas sweater that shows his spirit.
Yes.
And he's got a good spirit. And the kids like playing for Anthony Muscat, second-year head coach and the pride of Utica Eisenhower, class of 99.
Yeah, but he's doing a great job, has a great relationship with the players.
Sure does. Paint, lob, floater, no. And we got a foul over the back.
Yep, and Rice, he has to be careful of that. I mean, you know, they already have the possession. You're not going to get that steal too much.
That's his 4th foul, Reg. He does have to be careful. So he joins his teammate in big in foul trouble.
So here's what I'm seeing as far as high school basketball. Free throws and emotional fouls per se, you know, makeup fouls.
Rip drive, lay-in good. And the attack the other way. Back to a 2-point game. How about it?
Whoa, he puts on a show.
Rangy for three. That's no good. Guess who? Brosie's there. Bro's got his back, and he's going back to the free throw line.
Man, he
More free
uses
throws.
his body like he's 6'10". Carves out space. And you know what? Guards aren't used to that. Like, yes, has a guard boxed out before? Yes, but like the way Talladega's, he offensive rebound, like he boxes out at the offensive end.
Right.
And, you know, guards just aren't used to the invert boxing out. And so he did a really good job of carving out his space.
Free throws have been tough for both teams to knock down. KJ Schuster checks out. Returning is Michael Vetriano, who has 3 fouls in this game. Cougars by a full possession. It's about the average margin lead they've had, and at the horn, a forced 3. Off the mark for Richardson, and that's how we end the third and head to the fourth. We got a dandy. Don't go anywhere. It's the MAC OAA Challenge. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Chad and Reggie with you. And Reg, look, fourth quarter, tight one, back and forth we've gone. It's been a great ball game. What will decide the winner in this final quarter?
Whoever makes free throws and whoever doesn't commit, per se, silly fouls. That's been the difference thus far. So I think they're having clock problems. Only 2 seconds had gone off.
16 points for Reggio. He had 8 in the third, 8 in the first half. He leads the way for Eisenhower. Rice had 6 points in that third quarter. He now has 8. Those are the 2 leaders offensively. And Rangy with 19 leads the way. He had 8 points as well in that third frame. 3-point game, anybody's ball game. Rangy down to Pipus. Rangy's been a problem. They run a double team at him. Backus for 3. That's short. And ripped away by Antonios Vlasopoulos. Gabe Pettypool is in. He kicks it right wing. Vlasopoulos for 3 now.
Yep, and you mentioned Pipus earlier, and he's in now.
Backus. Splash City. Topside triple, and it doubles the lead. His second of the game.
Yep, and great timing for a big shot.
The answer for Reggio, and that's short. Might have blocked it, certainly distracted by Backus. Rangy, hot knife through butter, rolls off. Iron unkind for the senior. Coming back the other way.
Yep, and he's doing the right thing. He's going to the basket. There's nobody in there to block shots. Harbinger is out, So you might as well just go to the basket, and, you know, who's going to stop you?
No doubt. Harbison will check back in. It'll be Gabe Pettypool, the senior forward. Again, Harbison with 4 fouls and 4 blocks.
Yeah, he makes a big difference. I butchered his name, but Harbison, he makes a big difference. I mean, with his block shots, and he's been scoring too.
The Cougars have reached half 100 in Rochester. No time to waste. Double R attacks the 10. He put up 15 a game last year. They need him, Reg, down the stretch if they're going to come back.
Yeah, good job of going in. And the most important, the most important thing is you get Rangy to foul you.
Right.
So now he has 3. But again, free throws. And you know what, Chad, I think the thing with high school, the free throws is players now spend so much time on their skill, you know, and improving and then practice. There's not enough time just cut out for free throw shooting. It's almost like it's boring, you know, so you got to spend more time making those free throws.
We'll keep it right here. How do you motivate kids then? What's the solution from the other side, the coach's side? Like, how do you motivate them to realize that this is an important part of the game?
Well, in my opinion, you show them the stats. A lot of times a player who averages 9, there's something within free throws you can find. They might shoot 67%, but if they shot 74%, they will average 11. You know, depending on how many they shot, of course, but you got to show them the numbers. Of course, they know it's important, but, like, there's no time left. You got to remove something else. Maybe remove a little bit of the dribbling or something else, but you got to take time to make free throws.
You bet.
Besides helping your own personal numbers, they help your team. Look at this. Look at what's happened tonight.
The numbers show it. And the final 6.5 minutes, this game is still on the brink, but you get the feeling that in a game that's never gone as high as an 8-point lead, it just has lived between 3 and 8. Is Stoney trying to just get over that hump? Eisenhower won't let him, but yet Eisenhower has yet to regain the lead, although they did momentarily midway through the third quarter. What are they going to have to do to come back and win this game?
Well, they're going to have to find a way to put clamps on Rangy. You know, you got to put clamps on him there. You got to make your free throws at the other end.
Backus running the show against a defense. What do they got here, Reg?
And we've got a zone here, and it's a 2-3, and they're it's a matchup, and it's doing the job. I mean, you got them making a lot of passes, but you're giving up a lot on the backside.
Anthony Arlinghouse takes advantage on the backside, and he floats one in, and that lead is back to 8 with 6 to go.
See, because when you're running that zone, you don't have Harbison in. And so, like, if you could just get who's going to block it?
Mid-post fader, fresh move, shot short by Richardson. Stoney trying to get this lead as large as they've had it all night, and it'd be a good time for them. Facing a little bit of a zone that's a wrinkle. Giving Stoney a dose of their own medicine. Near steal, Rangy loose, fouled, missed it. But he'll go back to the free throw line and try to cross the 20-point mark and give his team their largest lead of the night.
He's it. He's the guy. Everything he's done has helped the team tonight.
Knows how to use that body.
Yeah. And he's not settling. We haven't seen him shoot a lot of jump shots. And he doesn't stand right under the basket. I mean, he's been putting his head down, going in, going up strong.
Led the team in assists and points. Assist and rebounds in game 1, not points. So a guy that can do it all, has done it all, very athletic, and no doubt the best player for the Cougars so far this year.
You know, he's their Draymond Green.
Yep.
When you talk about assists and rebounds, that's right up his alley. I mean, how valuable is that?
Great initiator as well, and just super skilled and athletic, and he's given his team a 10-point lead. He has 21. Reggio topside made the shot, but they're going to wave it off. we got an intentional foul coming on the Cougars. It's an intentional foul. It's a hold. It'll be 2 shots in the ball for the Cougars. For Eisenhower. Reggio will shoot it. What happened?
They got a high forearm right there.
That's it. Backus got busted for it. So Ernie with a foul. That'll be his second. Reggio knocks down the free throw. His points continue to climb. We've got him at 17. And he gets it back to that magic number of 8.
Yep. See, when you make free throws, you cut the lead, you have a chance.
Future bright for Eisenhower. But they've got seniors that want to win now. And Reggio's going to try to help them come along, but he'll lean on guys like that. Richardson, who's got it topside, attacks, spins, fades, elbow, tough shot, no dice. Ernie Backus with the rebound. Talladegas alone. We know he lives down low. He wasn't going to shoot that.
Yeah, you got to start learning tendencies.
Arlene House topside to Backus, and now Stoney wants to run some clock, and why not? +8 with 4.5 to go. Rangy attacks and kicks. Corner 3, Splash City. Brosey with a triple. How about it? The lead's grown to 11. This is their largest.
And he heard us. He said, "Oh, you don't think I'm going to shoot it? Watch this."
Mid-post fader again, and Reg, we've seen the elbow or mid-post and tough shots for Eisenhower a few times down. Can't afford to miss those looks at this point. There's a blocking foul, and that will go on Randall Rice.
Yep, and again, good job of Rangy being aggressive, going to the hole. He hasn't settled all night.
That is 5 fouls on Rice, so his night is done. So a guy that they really relied on in that third quarter for 6 points is now done, Rich.
Yeah, and he had a game. I mean, he was aggressive all night and attacked.
So they'll check in Marino Park. Backus for 3, and the backbreaker is through. How about it? 2-touchdown lead for the Cougars in Rochester.
And Coach, you know, Marco, he's so excited about Backus. I mean, he talked about how his development, he has guard skills. As you see him moving his feet out there now.
Reggio with a sick move underneath an arm to draw the foul and get to the stripe in an effort to try to get to point number 20.
Yep, and he's crafty. I mean, look at that spin. The clutch and able to get it up. I mean, he makes you foul him. He's so crafty, and he's also been mature. I'm very impressed.
It's been fun to watch. Continue to monitor this team. But Eisenhower had it, Reg, down to 3 multiple times, and then we talked about it
at one point.
Yeah, had the lead in the third, and what a run. Got to give credit to Stoney Creek. Game's not over, Reg, but they distanced themselves out of that timeout and made the run that they needed to get a little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, and you know, I think it was free throws too.
Yep.
Just you were having too many empty possessions.
Shot missed at the rim by Miller, run out the other way, layup good. That's Trey Richardson with a bucket. It's a 10-point game, 3:08 to go. Game's far from over.
Great job closing off the angle by Richardson.
They'll get a reach-in foul. It's going to go on Marino Park. 12 points this half for Reggio, who now has 20 for the game as you get another look here. Corner 3, Backus. Back-to-back breakers for Ernie. Harbison the other way, and he'll get a quick 2.
The foul trouble really took Harbison out of the game. I mean, he has such a great start.
Really did. Counted in a foul on the attack. That's double-A Anthony Arlinghouse, the junior, at 6'1".
Yep, good job of going in. And you saw the athleticism. I mean, when he went in the air, he showed the ball. Then he was able to clutch it and go under. So right there, jumping, showing the ball, clutch it, kiss off the glass.
Up and good. The and one for Arlinghouse.
Yep, 3 old-fashioned way.
He now has 14 points in this game as the number 2 scorer, and he's made perhaps the back-breaking bucket to clinch this game, Reg.
Yeah, that was a big one right there. I mean, Eisenhower needed to have that stop to be able to go down, and so Arlinghouse just did a good job of being able to knife in there, lay it off the glass, and one. So now if you're Utica Eisenhower, you're in a timeout. You're talking about the first best shot available, trapping, fouling, who to foul. You're going to try to figure out or pre-guess what personnel they have in, start being fouled, put them at the line, and just try to make as many possessions as you can over the rest of the game.
It'll be fun to monitor these two teams and what direction they're going to go in their conferences. You mentioned the OAA red for the Cougars. And for Ike, it's the red and the MAC. Two big schools, one in Macomb County, one in Oakland County, but in the northern part and rivals. And as you said, Reg, guys that know each other. In fact, Marco Tomic, the head coach for Stoney Creek, coached Simon Reggio, the point guard for Eisenhower, all through for the previous 3-4 years in AAU.
Yep, so even though they're in different conferences, it's a small community and area.
Reggio rolls one up a little too strong, but another crafty move. And Miller across the timeline to Rangy. Good candidate for G of the game.
Yeah. So you see Stoney Creek's, they're going to take their time. You got to find a way to speed them up. But you don't want to let the clock go down to under a minute, then foul.
Rangy says, heck with that, I'm going to get mine. Backus says, heck with that, I'm going to get mine. And it rims out. Back the other way, AV is fouled and bumped along the boulevard. And they'll get Charlie Felton with a foul for Stoney Creek.
Yep, so now you got to knock these down and begin your press. And, yes, they are in a bonus. So if you make these, you got to get to your press and start, in my opinion, you got to start fouling immediately. You want to have at least, if you can, get maybe 7 more possessions.
Yeah. Can squeeze a lot of possessions out of 2 minutes,
yeah,
especially the way both these teams play. But key is making free throws when the clock is stopped, and that just has not happened for Eisenhower in this game.
And if Stoney Creek gets it across half, they're going to hold the ball as they should. So step to the line, and you want to knock these down and separate yourself even more.
Charlie Felton, again, a guy that playing with a partially torn right knee. Had a heart-to-heart with his coach, Marco Tomic, and his coach just let me play. How many kids just say, I'm good, man, I'm done, injured, soccer, football, kicker, but now he wanted to play. And he's out there now, and his team's looking to get to 1-1 on this young season. So much season to go for both clubs. Leads up to 15 now for the Cougars. Rip drive, lay-in, no. Tough luck miss. That was Robin Rafu. the junior forward who missed. And some of these are just popping out, Reg, and tough luck ones.
Yeah, some of them just describe the day like close but no cigar. I mean, Eisenhower, they play hard, very hard. They've competed, but just some things haven't gone their way. I mean, look, you can't get closer than that.
Credit to Joey Miller for going up, distracting. Free throw is good here. This is Nick Plosinek, junior. Splits the pair. Trap, trouble, out of it.
And I mean, in a situation like this, you almost need to have somebody in the game who has 0 fouls just to come in and, you know, pick up 5 fouls, because if you don't get them, you know, if you don't put them at the line, like, they're not going to shoot. They're going to hold the ball the rest of the time.
Yep. They do get a steal. Sticky hands from Johnny Cole, the 10th grader. Rip drive. This is Joey Soyad. Missed the shot. He's a freshman, by the way. Missed a couple weeks of practice, but they've got high hopes and 2 freshmen, Reg, that can help them this year.
Yeah, and Coach talked about, like, in previous years, sometimes the seniors were played too much and the development wasn't there for the younger players. So he's already doing something different by getting the younger guys out here, letting them feel this, because even by February, they're going to be better.
Yep. Dump down low, lay in good, fresh feed. The finish is Unan Presley with a bucket. The 6'6" junior forward.
Yep, and good job, good penetration and drop-off pass.
Beautiful look.
And you know what? Somebody's going to look at this score and think it was a 15-point game, but it wasn't. This was a heavily contested game.
1-2 possession game for what, 80% of it?
Correct.
70%, I mean, yeah.
And I mean, with a few more made free throws, we would still be talking about a close game right now.
Yeah, that tally's not going to be easy to stomach for Anthony Muscat. Rejection at the rim, fortuitous bounce, and it goes back to Soyad. Shot up and good. That's the very promising freshman Joey Soyad out of Shelby Middle School. That will do it. This one is over. It's a 14-point win for the Cougars, who even their record at 1-1, and the Eagles fall to 1-1. We'll come back with our G of the game, stats, highlights, and much, much more. Thanks for watching coverage tonight in the OAA MAC Showdown.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Love Peace and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back to Rochester High School. We're here with our G of the game, and this guy is deserving as any that we've had. I mean, what can you say about the performance from Quinton Rangi tonight? You did it with the rebounding, you did it with the scoring, but it just seemed to come so effortless. Where did you get this knack for scoring the basketball?
I mean, yeah, like with all my teammates' support on my side, it wouldn't be possible. You know, like they helped me. You know, with the energy from the bench, student section really helped a lot. You know, it got me going, got me feeling confident about my game. And, you know, after one take from another, just kept going.
It's your senior year, you got a new head coach. And sometimes that can be scary, right? You've gotten to know Marko Tomic, your head coach, a little bit. What's it like playing for him in his system?
I mean, man, it's great. Ever since he came, you know, for like interviews and stuff, you know, he's been doing film on us for a long time. He's been, you know, really like encouraging us, really like into us. You can tell he cares about us, you know. So the stuff that he's been doing, you know, it's really putting this program back on the map, and I'm excited for a good year with him.
You're an all-state tennis player as well. What kind of skill set transfers over from tennis to basketball and vice versa?
Definitely, I would say my quickness and my ability to change directions quick, you know, that helps a lot. And, you know, since I'm a taller guy, you know, sometimes it's like harder to change direction, but, you know, like, you know, tennis has helped a lot with that, training, and, you know, I've been playing it my whole life, so, you know, it's helped a lot with that.
You got a little guy on your team that likes to play like a big guy. How about Brozy Talladegis in the way he plays down in the post? Are you teaching him post moves down there?
Nah, I wish. I wish I was. But, you know, he does it all himself. He's a really aggressive guy, and it's really great to have him on the team and not go against him on the other end.
Congratulations. All the best to you this
Thank
year.
You. Appreciate it.
You're a G of the game. Folks, give it up and keep an eye for Quinton Rangi, all-state in tennis and on his way in basketball, leading his team to victory tonight over Eisenhower. Back with more to wrap things up with Reg on the Prep's coverage of the OAA MAC Showdown right after this.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Reggie and Chad back with you at Rochester High School. Some highlights from this one. And the block party early that we didn't get invited to, Reg, but it was Harbison making a statement early for Ike that things aren't going to be easy in the paint. But Mr. Rangi didn't listen to him at all.
No. He said, no, I'm not with that script, and so I'm going to make my own. And he really started turning it up. But it was a very heavily contested game early. I mean, it was going back and forth.
Rip, drive, score, Backus. He was a good one. We saw why he was the leading scorer coming in. Reggio on the run. He did it from distance. 5 triples in the game. Rangi, the G of the game. The game high 21 and 10. Reggio with 5 triples in this game and 20 points, but Rangi just finding a way, even with offensive glass. And then contributions from others, including Arlene House, who had 16 in this game. And look, Ike wasn't going away, Reg, but too much. Rangi took it under control, and I know free throws were a thing.
Yeah, Eisenhower wasn't able to make the free throws they needed, but they had some strong contributions. I mean, Reggio, he's something, you know, as a freshman. He's very poised, and so, you know, they'll have a lot to look forward to, but today was Stoney Creek's day. They had too many players play well. Arling House as well, he had a good game, and it just, you know, Rangi was the man.
He was. Took control of the game, turned a 3-point Eisenhower lead into a run for Stoney Creek from the middle of the third, where they would jump that lead up to 10 and then continue to grow upon it there. Backus was big in the second half, hitting threes. He had 10 second half points for Stoney Creek.
Yeah, he came in key times. When they were still trying to make a run, his three-pointers over in each corner, they just put everything away.
Future's bright for both teams. A lot more to come, Reg, but we did learn both these clubs are ready to compete. Will be a handful in this district. They might see each other again, and both teams are going to learn from this. What do both teams, each team, take away a positive in this, even in a loss for Eisenhower?
Well, I think the freshman for Eisenhower, he came to show that, hey, he's ready for high school basketball. So he's going to be a key part of this team. Richardson, he was good. Rice was good as well. And for Stoney Creek, I mean, you learned how deep you were. They had a lot of guys contribute.
So that'll do it. A 14-point win for Stoney Creek. They go to 1-1. Eisenhower falls to 1-1. And more to come in this young season. Reg, it was a pleasure doing this with you. We'll do more to come. And don't forget, next weekend, it's the Prep Classic from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. 3 o'clock first game, 5 o'clock and 7 to follow. You'll see Eisenhower in that tournament. For all the hardworking folks in the Prep production, my name is Chad Bush alongside Reggie Butler. Your executive producer is Evan Westfall. Thanks again for watching. We're the Prep. Good night, everybody.